What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to take a little bit of a look at a whole bunch of Green Digimon. We have reached that frankly glorious stage where we get to talk about a whole bunch of Digimon in every video, and I for one am delighted. So let's start off with a new level 3 Koromon, or in fact a new level 2 Koromon, which is what we've actually got here. Now, being a level 2, we only have one inheritable skill, so frankly, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and hope it's a pretty good one. Well, what we've got here is that when you are attacking, you reveal the top card of your deck and place it at the top or bottom of your deck. And this is a weird one, and it's not the kind of one we've seen before, but to be blunt, this is going to make your deck more consistent. Now, it's quite a subtle thing. It's not going to do a huge amount. It's not going to make you draw 4 extra cards. What it is going to do, however, is mean that you can hopefully draw what you need a little bit faster. You look at the top card of your deck. If it's something you want, brilliant, keep it. If it's not something you want, put it at the bottom of your deck, and then hopefully the next card you see will, in fact, be the one that you want. So yeah, it's not amazing, it's not huge, it's not brilliant, but it is the rare one which really can be used in any deck. Most level 2s end up being really quite hyper-specific, and it could give you some extra consistency, which could make a pretty gosh darned big difference. So moving over into level 3s, then we've got a Gotsumon here. Free cost to play normally, 0 cost to Digivolve, 3,000 power. So this is kind of awesome, because you've got a skill, but you've got 3,000 power. Usually a skill puts you down to 2. Is a skill any good? Well, when you play, you may reveal 1 Green Digimon from your hand, and if you do, place it on top of your deck. Well, I suppose on the one hand, this will stop you decking out, but also this can lead to some pretty nice combos, which we will get to in a moment. But there are some cards where you need to look at the top X cards of your deck, and if there's one of these, you get to Digivolve. Oh, fine, let's go have an example. Let's head on over to Booster 1.0, and let's take a look at Jagamon, for instance. Jagamon, when you attack, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. If there's a level 6 Green Digimon among them, you can Digivolve without paying the memory cost. But you're only looking at the top 3 cards of your deck, so it's a little bit awkward. Gotsumon essentially lets you put a level 6 on top of your deck, and then you attack with Jagamon, and you know there's going to be a level 6. So essentially, you play Gotsumon, put your level 6 down, and then you get to Digivolve for free. And fine, you've got to play that Gotsumon and pay the free memory and all of that. It's kind of annoying, but let's not forget, maybe you're Digivolving into something like a Nidogmon, which is a 5 cost to Digivolve into, and you're actually saving 2 memory even with playing the Gotsumon. So this could be kind of cool. The other level 3 we need to look at here is Betamon. When you play, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, and you add a green level 4 Digimon or green Tamer card among them to your hand, placing the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. It's fine. It's not particularly special or particularly great. It's fine. And the reason it's fine is because it only gets you a level 4 Digimon or Green Tamer. So as much as it could end up drawing you a card, and look, I didn't say a moment ago, but it's 3 cost to play normally, 0 cost to Digivolve, 2,000 power, standard for a level 3. But it can draw you a card, and drawing you a card is very, very good. The thing is, if I'm playing green, and I often play green, I could be playing Tentomon. And Tentomon, I reveal the top card of my deck when I play it, and if it's a green Digimon card, I put it in my hand. Now, this won't get me a Tamer, but it will get me any Digimon, and fine, it's only the top card of my deck, but most of the time, Tentomon will let me draw a card. Betamon, I'm looking at the top 3 cards of my deck, and I could whiff, and if I whiff, I get nothing, and that'd make me really sad. So, there are absolutely reasons to be excited about Betamon. I don't think it's bad, but I don't know if I would want to play it over something like Tentomon. Now, moving over into level 4s here, we can have a look at Tortamon. Now, Tortamon, 4 cost to play normally, 2 cost to Digivolve, 4,000 power. Nothing out of the ordinary here, but I think it's fair to say on the lower end across the board here. I don't think that's an insulting thing to say. But we've got a lovely little skill here which fits with everything we're talking about so far. When you are attacking, you may reveal one Green Digimon from your hand and place it on top of your deck to give this Digimon 3,000 extra power for the turn. So here we are doing the same thing we were doing with Gotsumon here, which is putting a Green Digimon on top of our deck, which is clearly a good thing. And I've said we've got all the combos and all. I talked about that a moment ago. But now you're also gaining 3,000 power, and it's an attacking skill, not a play skill. So I can do it turn after turn, and this is good. I mean, if you go from Tortamon into Jagamon, you attack, you put your level 6 down, you get your 3,000 power boost, you Digivolve into your level 6, but then you've got that extra 3,000 power as well. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is a really, really fun combo to be made here. And frankly, I'm kind of into it, ladies and gentlemen. I am kind of into it. Now, moving over into level 5s, we've got a Mammoth here. 5 cost to play normally, 3 cost to Digivolve, 5,000 power. And that is low cost, low power. We expect 737 on a level 5. We've got 535. So like I say, weird across the board. But when you are attacking, you may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, and you may Digivolve this Digimon into a green level 6 Digimon card among them without paying its memory cost. Hang on a second. Doesn't this sound exactly like Jagamon? Yes. Yes, it does. It's literally the same skill. It's exactly the same skill as we've seen on Jagamon. The difference is it's a 5 to play 5,000 power rather than a 7 to play 7,000 power. But to be honest with you, you should be Digivolving into it and then using the skill to go through into a level 6. So actually the play skill shouldn't really matter, and the power shouldn't really matter. So it's a little bit weird, but this should just kind of be a little bit standard. And now we got 8 of them. And that's what I really like here. I like the idea of just having a deck where your level 5s are 4 Mammoth and 4 Jagamon, and maybe some others if you need them. And you are constantly just cheating into level 6s because you're using Tortamon and you're using Gotsumon, and I like this, ladies and gentlemen. I like this very, very much indeed. This is one that I think we can start getting, honestly, pretty excited about. These are cards which, I think there is a fun combo to be made here, and I'm into it, honestly. I am absolutely into it. But it's alright, because we've actually got some level 6s as well. Like, for instance, the lovely SaberLeomon. Now, here we got an 11 cost to play normally, 3 cost to Digivolve, 10,000 power, which is a little bit weird, because we expect 11, 3, 11. They've just dropped SaberLeomon from having 1,000 power, which is honestly kind of mean. But it's a SaberLeomon that's got a skill, so let's not get too upset. In fact, it's got 2 skills. When you Digivolve, you get 5,000 power for the turn, and on deletion, you gain 2 memory. So I am loving this dude as a bit of a glass cannon kind of thing. Essentially, when you Digivolve, you got an extra 5,000 power. That puts you up to 15. 15,000 power is up there with stuff like Omnimon. To put it bluntly, we don't see higher. You can boost yourself higher, obviously, but you don't get higher than 15,000 power naturally. What that means is you can take out any suspended Digimon. You might get taken down by the bigger level 7s, but that's it. And when you're attacking the stack, the only thing that's going to take you down is a big level 7. Not even all level 7s will do it. You know, Omnimon from BT1 will get you, but Omnimon from BT5 won't. So this is a frankly huge amount of power. You're going to be sticking around for 5 minutes with this, I think is fair to say. But the thing is, you're not actually really sticking around for 5 minutes. You've just got one giant turn. Because after you've used that one giant turn, you're back to a 10,000 power Digimon. Because remember, this skill only lasts for a turn. And then, yeah, you're kind of weak. But at that point, you keep going, and you're probably going to end up getting deleted. But then when you do get deleted, you gain 2 memory, which you can use to get another Digimon out. And that's essentially SaberLeomon. I don't think it's great. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't think it's phenomenal. But I absolutely do think that there are reasons to be excited. I mean, certainly in a pre-release or a limited format, this is great. Am I going to play it over other green level 6s? Personally, I don't think I am. But I do love the idea of, even playing it as a 1 or 2 of, and fine, you're going to struggle to draw into it, but you're not going to need it till late game. And then when you get to the late game, you just have that one big turn of that one big SaberLeomon. I cannot be the only one that thinks that's cool. And the final card we're going to be looking at in this video is DinoRexmon. Dino-Rex kind of sounds like a weird mispronunciation of dinosaur and T-Rex. And I'm going to be honest with you, cool. Now this is big, 12-4-12 rather than the usual 11-3-11, so it's expensive, but it's also powerful. But when you Digivolve, you suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and that Digimon will not unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. Although do remember, and I've run into this way too much, again, playing a lot of green, it's really annoying, Digimon with Reboot will actually get around this, because they don't unsuspend during the unsuspend phase. Well, not during theirs anyway, they unsuspend during yours, and that's actually kind of annoying. We've seen this before on Mega Gargamon, as in this exact skill, it's as a Digivolution skill, and we've seen it on Sunflowermon as a Digiburst 2, but it just stops them unsuspending, it doesn't suspend them and stop them unsuspending, it just does the you can't unsuspend. And this is cool, I like this, but again, you've got to put it side by side with Mega Gargamon here, because it's got to be better than that. And if it's not better than that, there's no reason I'm playing it over Mega Gargamon. So it's kind of nice in a way that we've got this real side-by-side comparison. Put the two of them up on the screen, tell me which one you like better. In terms of stats, this has an extra 1,000 power, so it's winning that regard. What's the second skill? Well, on your turn, this Digimon gains 1,000 power for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon. And I love this. Again, I've told you 15,000 power is as high as we get. In terms of beefy level 6s, you're talking things like Ninogmon with 13,000 power. So 12,000 power is already high, it's already higher than your average level 6, but the reality is, your opponent's got a couple suspended Digimon, and you go up to 14, 15,000 power pretty easily. Bearing in mind, right, we're playing green. One of the things that green does better than any other colour is suspending your opponent's Digimon, so it's something you should be doing pretty easily and pretty regularly. And this is wonderful. Although, again, the extra power is only on your turn. On your opponent's turn when you're defending, unfortunately, you don't have it. Is that a reason to play it over Mega Gargamon? Well, Mega Gargamon, if your opponent has any suspended Digimon in play, you get security attack +1. But you've got average power for a level 6, which means you're far more likely to get deleted. I still think I prefer Mega Gargamon, because I think the extra security attack is too good. I still think this, however, is a very good card. I think the skill where you suspend them and stop them unsuspending so they can't attack, can't block, etc. is brilliant. And I think the fact that you can go up to a crazy high power is awesome. But I do think there is an argument here that Mega Gargamon is better. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, a whole bunch of lovely new green Digimon, and like I've said, over the next couple of days there are going to be a whole bunch more Digimon to look at, and I for one love this time of the release cycle, but I want to know what you think, so let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts, be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.